What's up, internet? What's up, YouTube? G'day, internet. It's me, it's your boy, Severu here, and, if you know my real name already, well, then you definitely know who the fuck I am, so, yeah, what's up? How you doing? First of all, I just wanted to say, in case you're wondering why the hell, why I look sweaty or, hot or whatever, well, welcome to motherfucking, welcome to summer in California. I mean, it's August 4th today, so, yeah, it's a hot day, and I'm outside recording right now. As you can tell, I'm outside recording this bitch right now, so yeah, that means basically I'm gonna record this video, and then I'm out of here. So, yeah, got more shit to do later today, so yeah, I'm gonna, probably, this will be uploaded by fucking, I want to say 8 o'clock or so, or sometime tonight, but, yeah, anyways, so yeah, whenever you're watching this, yeah, that's when it was probably uploaded, whatever the date and time, whatever it says. Also, yeah, it's that's kind of fitting for the theme of today's video. Well, yeah, I know, I haven't done a video like this in a long ass time, but we're back in business. We back in business, boys. No worries. Boys and girls, we're here for this video anyways, but yeah, the reason why it's fitting is because I'm always talking about, hardcore edgy shit, like fucking new metal and industrial metal and death metal or whatever you want to call it, heavy music, whatever. So yeah, today we got ourselves a little list here, and I'll be talking about, well, this is solely based, in my opinion, my humble opinion, and it's in no particular order. So the top 21 most underrated, or in my opinion, underrated or underground new metal bands that you, sir or ma'am, whatever your pronouns are, should definitely check out. Give me a second, let me just clean my fucking camera here so I can get, yeah, there we go, it's a better shot. Anyways, so like I mentioned already, these are the top 21 underrated or underground new metal bands in my opinion. And the thing about new metal is that every single group or artist, whatever you want to call them, band or whatever, they all brought something new to the table for the genre. Some of them are, some of the bands are kind of more have an industrial music or industrial metal edge. Some of them are just, straight up hardcore alternative metal, whatever you want to call it. Some of them are kind of more post-grunge alternative rock. Some of them are more hip-hop influence, Limp Bizkit and stuff like that. Some of them, Then we have the OG ones, talking about early Korn or early Deftones, or even actually these guys came a little later, in 98. This album was released this is Spine Shank, the shirt I'm wearing, Spine Shank, Strictly Diesel's their debut album with the While My Guitar Gently Weeps cover on it. Another band, another album, another artist you should definitely check out. I mean, I really love this. Is my favorite album by them, but my their sophomore effort, The Height of Callousness, is also really good. But yeah, anyways, back to, alright, so I guess that's fucking 22. It was supposed to be 21, but whatever. Welcome to my channel. At number 21 we got NMS 04, later known as, they changed their name to Crooked. And the only album that I know of that they released was You Are Just a Mistake. But anyways, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to read off this list, and I'm basically just going to say what my favorite song off of every album is. It might have, they could have been a radio hit. I'll leave I'm not gonna I'm not gonna rank them or anything. I'm gonna leave that up to you for you to check out. And if you know me on, well, mainly Discord, I guess, but I mean also X or Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it. I mean, most people just call it X, but then there's like, I don't know, the slightly older people that still call it Twitter as well. But mainly Discord. Like, actually, come to think about it, I'll put my Discord, or at least my current Discord, the handle or whatever, in my description down below. So if you want to hit me up on there, I can show you my Spotify and my Spotify playlist, because one of my Spotify playlists, I have multiple, like at least one or more of these bands are on pretty much, I want to say 90% of them, give or take. So yeah, but anyways, we got number 21, NMSO4, also known as Crooked, later in their career. You Are Just a Mistake, and my favorite song off of this album is Feel Like This. And then for number 20, we got Strangers with Candy, but they quickly changed their name to Lifer around, I want to say 99 or 2000, and then they released their self-titled album in 2001, and my favorite song off of that one is Not Like You. For number 19, we're taking a trip to Russia here. We got Fly More from Russia with their Millennium 4 album, and again, this is basically their only actual like LP album. I want to say a good number of these bands only have released like 1 or 2 albums. If they were lucky, like some of them 3 albums, but I mean that's why part of the reason why they're obscure or underground or whatever. It's because like they don't have a very big discography. Sorry, but yeah. Also, for some reason, I don't know what the fuck it is with like new metal bands, but like, goddamn, how many of these motherfuckers begin with the letter S? I mean, is it just like, a coincidence, or like you could even say like Slipknot begins with the letter S. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, anyways, Fly More, Millennium 4 from Russia, and my favorite song is Nothing Personal. Number 18 from Tennessee. Oh yeah, and it just real quick, NMSO4 is was actually, that's the chemical compound for nerve gas, so that's kind of, this reveals a little more about them. They're kind of more industrial-ish, I want to say. Like this band, like I want to say, like, if it's even a thing technically, they have industrial DJ scratching on this album, so if you're into that sort of thing, definitely check it out. But yeah, this is actually the chemical compound for nerve gas. So yeah, definitely more industrial new metal kind of thing. But yeah, number 18, we got Full Devil Jacket from Tennessee with their self-titled album. And believe it or not, my favorite song by them is, well, I got 2 favorites. I got Stain and Love Song. I also really like their wannabe Martyr song, but if that's what it's called, if I remember correctly. But yeah, Stain is actually my favorite song. That was the first song I actually listened to by them when I discovered them. But and then number 17, we have Sev from Virginia with All These Dreams. Again, was their only album technically. And of course, my favorite song by them is the title track, All These Dreams. Number 16, we got Number 1 Sun with Majority of One. And my favorite song by them is Inside I Divide. Number 15, we have Deadly Medley with Perfect 10. These guys are from Sweden. Actually, Number 1 Sun is from Great Britain or England, and Deadly Medley is from Sweden with their Perfect 10 album. And my favorite song is or favorite track, I believe, if I, It's a Lie. Yeah, that's it. Number 14, we have Given from, actually we got a couple bands from Texas here. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, Drowning Pool is not the only new metal band from Texas. Shocker. Number 14, Given, with The Current, The Kill, The Eclipse, and my favorite song by them off of this album is Scorpio/Inferno. Number 13, we have Slow Roosevelt, kind of more alternative rock, alternative metal influenced new metal band, with their Weightless album. My favorite song by them is From Laughing Comes Crying, off of course, the Weightless album. Anyways, next we have Shovel with Set It Off, and their second album from 2000. Their much later released sophomore album, As the World Burns, from 2009. Set It Off was released in 2000. I want to say, I remember listening to these guys, I've listened to a few songs from them. I've yet to listen to the full albums, but of course, on my most recent Spotify playlist, I have some of their tunes on there, but the title track, Set It Off, I remember being really good, so I guess that's my favorite by them. And I also like Dinosaur off of As the World Burns. But number 11, we have Shorty, a more hardcore alternative metal influenced new metal group, whatever you want to call it, with Wipe Your Eyes, and from 1999. And my favorite song off of this album is actually, I have two Mouth Off and Wishing are both equally good. Most of these I recently discovered, so I've been listening to these guys quite a bit recently. And all right, so number 10, we're going back to Europe again with Gasoline from Belgium. And for those of you who already know about this band, they have two versions of the same album, Tiny Bears, and then they have the Night Edition version. The Night Edition version just has bonus tracks on it, or outtakes, bonus outtakes, whatever. But if I had to pick one song that is my favorite from them, I would have to say Exit Main Street. Dang, the sun is not my friend today. We have some weird shading going on, sorry. Also wind. Number 9. Oh, we're getting close, guys. Seo Taiji from Korea. Now we're going to Asia here. Seo Taiji with his 6th album. I just call it Ultramania because that's the most popular track off of it, and also, of course, any version of it is good. It's my favorite song by him, of course, but 6th album, also known as Ultramania, and then there's also a re-recording 2003 version. The original version was released in 2000, but he has a 2003 re-recording version with bonus tracks and also live tracks and remixes. Yeah. Which, frankly, the Spotify version of the original album does have, some remixes and bonus tracks, but, the re-recording version just has, obviously, more on it, so, yeah, that's kind of the only difference. Number 8, we're going to, again, Europe, Folder from Italy, with their Keep the Flow album, and there's 2 versions of this album. One was released in 2001, with the It's Tricky cover on it, and they also the Japanese version, which has more bonus tracks on it and shit. So yeah, my favorite song actually off of from both of these albums, Right Things, has the re-recording version of Divine Stitches on it. Actually, no, the Japanese version of Keep the Flow has the demo version, I guess, of Divine Stitches, which actually I like even more than the Right Things version, but you do the listening. I've already done my listening, so, yeah, also not to mention my band, Sins of the Scales, will most likely be fucking influenced by, of course, all of these, in one way or another, but yeah, my feature band, which I am working on slowly yet surely in various ways and methods, but yeah, actually, like I said, like, hit me up on Discord. Actually, I'll put my Twitter in the description below. I don't use X as fluently as often as Discord, but I do use it. Like I'm in and out on off and on X. So yeah, I guess I'll include that now since I did kind of recently download it and I have an account, so I might as well, because I will disclaim that I prefer Discord for like online conversations or DMing, whatever, calling and whatnot, and the only way you'd have my phone number probably is most likely if you know me in real life, but yeah, or personally in person, but yeah, definitely do, like I said, hit me up on, like I said, preferably Discord, but if you don't have Discord, if you have X or Twitter, you can use that as well. But yeah, if you want to know more about, like, if you're interested in, like music production, or, if you can help me in any way with my band, especially, like, definitely hit me up on there, on my socials. So, yeah. Anyways, other than that, let's get back to the video. Number 7, we have Clawfinger, again from Sweden. And the only album that I actually, I think is, decent enough to listen to by them is Use Your Brain from 1995, with songs like Wipe My Ass and what's that other one that I have that I like? Pay the Bill. Yeah, that's a good one. And also they have like some, kind of more like kind of cringy, but also just like, oddly like catchy banger, like Prisoners is good, and Nothing Going On. It's pretty decent. But number 6, all right, we're getting to the home stretch, y'all. Scrape with New Killer America, and my favorite song off of this one is Sunshine. And Up the Dose, my favorite song off of this one is probably again a little obscure, like, of course, some like Stand Up Summer Song is good, but I Can't Breathe, I remember, is also and yeah, I just remember I Can't Breathe being, I was like listening to this recently on CD, so yeah, I Can't Breathe is a good song. And then what's the oh yeah, the title track, Up the Dose, is also really good. But I mean, yeah, you get the idea. Obviously, New Killer America is my favorite album by them, so yeah, it's heavier, groovier, whatever. All right, number 5, we have Ken Talks with their self-titled album, Ken Talks, obviously, and my favorite song by them is, well, I think, what is that song? Take Cover, I think, is the first track off the album, but Coward is really good. I believe, like, what is that song called? Like, I haven't listened to this one in kind of a while, but I mean, You're a Coward, or a Coward, I think it's just called Coward, but yeah, really good album. Again, like, I give it a solid, like, 8 out of 10, so yeah, definitely check that one out too. But in number 4, we have Sleeping Dog, and I really like their self-titled album. My favorite Sleeping Dog, Sleeping Dog, I really like their self-titled album, and their Meltwater Pulse 1B, which is their most recent release, their most recent album. Actually, no, it's not their most recent release, it's their most recent album, Meltwater Pulse 1B. And my favorite song, of course, has to be What. You probably have seen these guys somewhere at some point. If you haven't, I mean, call me an idiot, a liar, or whatever. But I mean, if you haven't seen these guys on YouTube at some point with their What music video or shorts of that music video, then yeah, you probably know about these guys already. Sleeping Dog with their self-titled album. My favorite song off of their self-titled album is Runaway. And then, like I said, my favorite song off of the Meltwater Pulse album is What ? That's how it's spelled. But and then for number 3, we're in the last 3 here. Ultra Spank with their self-titled album. And of course, my favorite song has to be 5 off of it. But actually, that's my favorite Ultra Spank song in general. But I mean, such a good track. And then Progress, their sophomore album, released in 2000. Their first album was released in 1998, but Progress was released in 2000. And I guess Click is my favorite track off of it. And then number 2, we have Straw Horse with Brilliantine, released in 2001. And my favorite track off of this one is Play God. And number 1, of course, are Cleveland, sometimes known as the Cleveland Kings of Heart or whatever. I guess, I believe I read somewhere that they're sometimes referred to as the Cleveland Kings of Hard Rock, switched with their Subject to Change album from 2002. But they are not just a hard rock band. They're in kind of, like I said, like industrial nu metal, sort of post-grunge band. And then Subject to Change, released in 2002. And then Ghost in the Machine, which is their kind of like demo compilation 2-disc. The only reason why I know it's a 2-disc thing is because, well, first of all, if you listen to it on Spotify, is because there's a part 1 and part 2 of Ghost in the Machine, and the CD copy I own is a double CD. So yeah, the first CD off of it has I believe, demos / outtakes, which were supposed to be on their second album, which was technically never released. But and then the second disc, part 2, has not only demos of the subject to change demos, but also the some live tracks off of the subject from them touring in promotion of their Subject to Change album. So yeah, it's the best way I can describe it. But yeah, Ghost in the Machine was released in 2006. Like I said and already mentioned, Subject to Change was released in 2002. Alright, that's it. It's the entire list, and I kind of didn't mean for this to be a 20-minute video, but I guess it is, or 24 minutes now, but that about wraps it up. Let me know in the comments if you know yet even more of these bands. Like, if you've already known of, like, if you already knew about these bands or you've heard of them before, like, hit me up in the comments, because that means you probably know. That means you probably know more in that kind of obscure place of underground nu metal, industrial metal, whatever you want to call it, rap rock, and also, yeah, like, hit me up, like, if you already knew, like, if, you know, or even in, say, like, if you met some of the members of these bands, or, like, you're from the same area that they're from, or country, or whatever, city. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I gotta end this now. Y'all. All right. I'm signing out. Peace out. Yes, I mean every YouTuber says this literally, but like, subscribe, like I said, mentioned already. Hit me up in the comments. I'm putting my socials in the description. My Discord, Twitter, X, Discord and Twitter /X. Alright, this is Sevru signing out. Peace out. Bye. Have a nice day. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Bye.